no one ever guesses correctly which one of these holograms is being remote controlled and which ones are just for show.
Want to lose at your twisted game? You disrespect me yet you call my name? On and on with your fucking demands? Bargain orders like I don't understand? You think I'm breaking? Sadly mistaken, cause even in opinions all it takes to leave you shaking. Never stepping up, kissing up, kick down who you tripping up. Living up, aiming up unaware that you're slipping up. You run your mouth and claim that you're a veteran, but you got no idea who you think.
Great, it's my 18th birthday, and I'm barely making ends meet. Maybe Mom was right about me being good for nothing. Maybe I'm not cut out for this after all, the whole rocker girl life. Because these virtual shows, the maintenance costs for the gear is eating away at my eddies fast. It's nice to draw crowds, yeah, but this doesn't feel the same as the net. Maybe I should have been a net runner instead. Sure as hell does a better job of paying the bills. Damn Vanya, I'm trying to sleep.
Get your ass up, Izzy. I got you a gig from Octavio over at the Coyote.
For fuck's sakes, Vanya.
Don't argue. Gig's a gig, right?
You know how much I hate Octavio Flores. Gonk never shuts up about my dad or the glory days, always trying to stiff me for eddies, using his name. But you know what? I'll take the gig anyway because it's better than nothing.
Alright, let's get down to biz, Cuervita. So I've got this tech I need you to decrypt, and then hand it over to Morales. Don't think of me as a fixer, mija. Think of me as a friend of Mateo Cruz asking his Pijeña Caballera. Anyway, I need this shit done thoroughly, and you're the most intelligent Valentina in Haywood. I couldn't think of anyone else but Mateo's daughter to handle this one.
For fuck's sakes, Tavi. You know I can't do charity.
Say no more, Isabella. 500 eddies. That's my price. Here's the tech in question, by the way. This is top-shelf kabuki shit. Take a look.
Honestly, Octavio, not impressed. You're not paying me enough eddies for this one.
All right, Cuervita. You drive a hard bargain. I normally don't like when people pull this shit. But since you're still just a kid, Mateo's kid at that, I'll be nice and pay you full. Just because you're his blood.
Ah, thanks, Tavi. Anyway, I'm in a Delta. Later, Jim.
Welcome back to Cyberpunk 2077 Night City Chronicles. For those of you who've been watching, you know this isn't about me. It's about Night City's fallen legends. Name's Sam Yuri. I'm a new fixer in town, but I've seen him rise and I've seen him fall since I was a kid. We've already covered Vanya Silva last time, so I'll cover the girl who pissed her off today. Isabella Mitchell. Her friends call her Izzy. Everyone else called her La Cuervita. But the important thing is that her unblinking 1,000-yard stare meant that she didn't mess around. Born in Night City in 2056, she's about as Haywood as you can get. Daughter of Valentino's legend Mateo Cruz and Mabel Mitchell, who used her looks to get by. Typical custody battle in Night City that ended with a kid losing a dad. Her half-brother Seth was the kid of a Militech accountant, while Izzy's only option was to join the Valentinos. At 17, she quit the Valentinos to try her hand at being a rocker girl. But the eddies dried up too quickly, so she went back to net running immediately. Who'd have thought? A rare thing in Night City, but this girl knew exactly what she was meant to do.
21 years alive has taught me one thing. People lie, but the net doesn't. A line of code either is or isn't, true or false. There's no in between. It's clean. It's the only clean thing in this whole fucking city besides death. Ellas piensan que no entiendo una maldita cosa. Mentiras. todas. El sufrimiento es absoluto. Por eso, la Santa Muerte vela por una de sus hijas. Well, my mom flatlined my dad and made sure to keep me well acquainted with Santa Muerte, while giving my brother every chance to get ahead. Yeah, Seth was the golden child. Eventually, I learned not to let that bother me. But there's still just one problem that's been recurring lately. 2074, not a good year for me, especially since I had to deal with that corporal bitch, Tarasova. Accepted her as familia, and she sold me out. That bitch tried to set me up to die at the hands of the scabs, no less, after I took her in as one of my own. But I made damn sure those scabs learned one final lesson. But Tarasova was already dead to me. To that Arasaka gonk and Santo, I say this. Hacer algo así te lleva a la muerte en Hayward.
As you can see, her technical ability, reflexes, and intelligence are all at 20, but her intelligence is where everything was sunk in. Body at 6 and cool at 15. Now, she obviously took Painkiller and Speed Junkie. That allowed her to regenerate, and regenerate even more while running. Helped her with her health. Reflexes? The standard slippery to tailwind. But she also took Lead and Steel and Blade Runner. That allowed her to play with swords. Technical ability? Glutton for War was there, but the real thing was Edge Runner and License to Chrome. All of the supporting abilities here you see. And cool? She used Feline Footwork, Ninjutsu, Creeping Death, Vanishing Act. You'll see why in a minute. But intelligence, this was where all of her points were sunk into. Spillover benefited from Overclock. Power Surge and Sublimation were there too. But Smart Synergy meant that any target she quick hacked, then shot, as long as they were target locked, took more damage. Here she uses the Raven Microcyber Mark III, along with plenty of RAM boosters, Karenzikovs to spare, and even Optic Camouflage. No wonder people think she uses a Sandevistan. Notice anything? Good, because those are 2 smart weapons and a thermal katana. Now, the Shingen Mark V fires incendiary rounds. Now alone, that might not look impressive, but once she hits someone with contagion, explosions happen. Now the Yingwang is a redundancy that fires explosive rounds, and the Errata? It does critical damage to anything that's already burning. Looks like our adorable little pyromaniac came prepared.
Don't wait a microsecond longer. Send space
King.
to 7299 right now. The Crystal Palace. Feel alive in the dead of space.
Mira. Asesinado.
Now, in the early game, at level 21, Izzy stacked up her intelligence to 20, reflexes at 9, technical ability at 6, body at 3 and cool at 4. Now with intelligence, she went all the way up to overclock very quickly. She did not waste any time getting that with embedded exploit and optimization. Q acceleration was very important, and she wanted to get that quick. Now for reflexes, she went for dash. It allowed her to move, and slippery was important too. Now for her cyberware, she didn't start with a Paraline, she started with the Raven Microcyber Mark I, with the X-Disc, and RAM upgrade. She went for the RAM recoup as soon as she could. Optic Camo was also very important. Subdermal armor would have had to do for her level. She used a Smart Link, of course, and the Koshi Sentry Optics. Now, she settled for random smart guns she could find. Nothing special here, with the Yukimura and the Dion.
Time for the good old Haywood distraction.
Ah, the classic Haywood distraction. The most basic tool in every netrunner's kit in Night City. It's exactly what it sounds like.
Buenos noches, hijo de puta. Sleep tight, pervert. May you never wake up. This gig was way too easy. Something's very wrong here.
Poor little Izzy. So gullible, so easily led astray. Thanks for the eddies, Suka.
By the way, that Suka Octavio sends his regards.
Mother sucker. Bailey?
Wake up, Izzy. Fuck. It's a good thing that dead man switch you set up pinged me in time. By the way, uploaded something cool to your cyber deck. Here's a new demon to play with. I call it the Black Wall Gateway. But don't get too attached. It's limited use only.
Thanks, I owe you one. Overclock. La verdad en el sufrimiento. You know, Vanya, I really want to kill you, but you're already gonna kill yourself anyway. So what's the point?
Now, this is where her build really starts to come together. At level 41. Now, that 20 intelligence plays an important role. Reflexes and cool have been boosted to 15, technical ability at 8, and body at 4. Now with body, she took the obvious 2 perks here, as you can see. Painkiller and Speed Junkie. For reflexes, she got Air Dash and Aerodynamic, along with Lead and Steel and Bullet Deflect. Now, for technical ability, Her only choice was Glutton for War, and that helped with the recharge of her health packs and grenades. Now for cool, she only had feline footwork and ninjutsu to go off of for now. But intelligence is where most of her sunken points went. She went all the way up to Q Mastery, and got spillover after Overclock, making Overclock even more devastating. And she even spec'd a bit into smart weapons too. She wanted to get some serious bang for her buck with that cyber deck and the smart link. Izzy was moving up in the world, so her chrome needed to match. She ditched the Mark I for the Mark II of the Raven Microcyber. Used clairvoyant optics from Kuroshi. Now her smart link, that got the most attention. She also upgraded her X disc, but then she swapped out for Exolotl, which helped her recharge her cyberware. Ram Recoup was still there, but she also added Phoenix. Synaptic Accelerator, Kerenzikov, and Reflex Tuner, that's the whole damn Kerenzikov suite. She still had her optic camo and her subdermal armor. Standard for every merc these days. But heal on kill made things just a little more fun. And she used the reinforced tendons. Also, Izzy wasted no time getting the prototype Shingen Mark V or the Yinglong, or even the Errata. Her kit was almost complete at this point.
Tavi, how you do?
You couldn't just die like a good little girl.
You fucked up, Tavi. Was it worth the few eddies you saved?
You think this was about money? No. You are a disappointment to the name Mateo Cruz. You have no right to call yourself his daughter. You're not worthy, Isabella. You never were.
Nunca vuelvas a pronunciar el nombre a mi padre, cabrón.
And now I know where your eddies went. Shouldn't have stiffed me. But you were too gonk, and you paid Vanya. Now you're dead. Shh. Nice and easy, viejo. Overclock. La verdad en el sufrimiento. Santa Muerte. We've always been the eyes that watch over. Gracias. Que me protejas como siempre. The bullshit just keeps piling up. First, Varnya gets herself killed by Max Tag, Then I get hired to kill Tavi. Then I end up having to kill Greta because she's trying to kill me over Vanya and Octavio. I really enjoyed killing Octavio, by the way, but it just keeps getting worse with Arasaka. I'm really at my fucking limit here.
Oh, hey, Izzy. Those red eyes are so not your color, girl.
You look witty, oh, white.
Oh, zip it. I don't want to hear it. And before you ask, yes, I know you've been messing with the black wall, Izzy. It's written all over your face. I need to talk to you about something very important. So come take a ride with me, kiddo. We have a lot to discuss. Listen, Noah Tech got in touch with me. Arasaka isn't too happy about you killing Octavio Flores and Greta Terra Silva in the same week. I understand that Vanya got herself killed by MaxTac, and Greta blamed you for her daughter's death. But she is mid-level Arasaka, even if she is a total gawk, honey. Now Flores, he was her inside man on the streets. But you pissed her off even more by flatlining him after her daughter went out like a dog. And then you go and kill her? Izzy, honey, you've gone too far. But Noah Tech is offering you a way out. Which means that Arasaka's gonna stop going after everyone who knows you on account of you being dead. Just know that if you take this offer, Noah Tech will own you. You're already a dangerous woman, Izzy Mitchell. Only 21 years old and you've pissed off Arasaka. I don't like this. But Noah Tech seems to be the only one offering you a way out. But this doesn't feel like a way out.
Listen, Leo, I have to do this. I've always made my choices. Time I own up to them.
This looks all wrong here. The Militech Kanto? Wait, that's not possible. I've heard this cyber deck was haunted. Anyone who used it was hearing voices from the Black Wall. It is a powerful tool with its own Black Wall hack. But anyone who ever used it went completely insane. Man, this is... And take a look at that. She's even more optimized for RAM. And take a look at this. She has a behavioral imprint synced faceplate. This does not look... That doesn't even look like Isabella Mitchell anymore. She's all chromed up. She went full board. And Relic? What's this? Hey, Eugene, can you make sense of this? Nope, I have no idea what this Relic thing is, Sam. Vulnerability analytics, machine learning, emergency cloaking, sensory protocol, jailbreak, launch capacity override. This doesn't make sense.
Primary objective: destabilize Arasaka. Commencing mission. Takemura-san, you're about to watch me kill? Just in time to die, Oda-san. That was a flawed tactical. Your star pupil was beaten by a little black bird talking with a song. Well, it's time to die now, Oda. Secondary objective: eliminate key figures within Arasaka's security. Primary objective: destabilize Arasaka. Mission complete.
They say everyone in Night City has a price. Most people go cheap. A couple million eddies, a promotion, one night of pleasure. But Izzy Mitchell went for the highest bid in the history of the game. She wanted to be a shield for the people she loved. She wanted to protect her familia from Arasaka. Arasaka spared her friends once they found out she was dead. But the price she paid to have Militech assure that cost her everything that made her her. She's still breathing, her heart's still beating, but make no mistake, the girl that tucked Shobo to his grave, she's gone. She met Santa Muerte a long time ago. Her soul has definitely been collected. Rest in peace, Izzy Mitchell, whatever's left of you. And that, Chooms, was the tragic story of Izzy Mitchell. But now I'd like to hear from you guys. If you've got any legends of your own, feel free to post them in the comments section. This is Sam Yuri, signing off.